Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat with the President. It's me, Jose Segura, SMEA President. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Friday. I hope you had a great week. I know these weeks have been tough and long, but you stuck it out, and I really appreciate that. And thank you for everything you're doing. And so I want to kind of get through this real quick. We don't want to drag this out. This is another Fireside Chat. Now, real quick, some of you have asked me about the jingle jangle you hear sometimes during these videos, and those of you who have dogs at home, especially little dogs, recognize that sound right away. And yep, that's my dog walking around, becoming part of the show. So it just dawned on me today that I could take her collar off while I record these. So that's what I'm doing for today. All right, let's get started. First things up, close contacts. We're getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of text messages from members coming to the e-board about close contact. If I'm a close contact, I think I'm a close contact. Why wasn't I contacted as being a close contact? And so on and so forth. So really what I want you to do is go back to the email that this video was attached to and read through the text of the information that we provided. Essentially, what you need to do is to, if you believe you are a close contact, act accordingly. And then the information about, if you think you are or believe you are a close contact, then act accordingly. Go back to the email this video was attached to. There is a list of what to do and how to do it. And really, it's all about being tested and making sure that you're following safety protocols. But if you believe you are a close contact, but you have not been contacted by the district about it, and I know that can be frustrating, just assume you are and then act accordingly. And so again, please go back to the email this video was attached to and read through that information. Thanks. All right, I got some great news for all of you. We've been, folks have been asking about the state-provided paid sick leave. We know that all expired back in September. It was not renewed all the remainder of 2021. But just the other day, just this week, the governor and the legislators have come together on a framework for bringing back paid sick leave related to COVID. And so all the details are not ironed out yet, but if you go back to the email that this video was attached to, I actually just pasted in the notification we received from Toby Boyd, who is the president of CTA. And the reason why I did that, not only is it well stated, but he also included links where you can get additional information about what this all means, how it's going to be implemented, who it's going to impact, and what types of leave can you take and how much. Again, the legislators and the governor are ironing out the details, but they do have a framework, and both parties are committed to getting this signed sooner rather than later. And so hopefully by next week, or this time next week, we'll have a finalized version of this legislation on the governor's desk for him to sign. So that's awesome. All right, our members continue to fill in as substitutes across our district. There are certain job descriptions that are being tapped for this. You all read the email that Bijou Beltran sent out a couple weeks ago. And so that is still happening district-wide. On our last Fireside Chat, we talked about some of our options. What can we as an association do? Because we feel like this is a complete violation of not only contract language, but MOU language, LMC agreements, and so on. And so we've decided to approach the district from the negotiating perspective, demanded to bargain this. And so we actually met with the district on Monday, January 24th, and we bargained for a full day with them on that date. The goal was to try and put up some fencing around this so that it's predictable, it's equitable, and that folks understand what's going on, and that there is an opportunity for there to be accountability and all these other things that we know folks are interested in. And so you all want to know what happened on Monday, so let me tell you what happened on Monday. Basically this: the district believes that they have the managerial right to do what they're doing, that they don't need to engage with the association, or you for that matter, in any of this. They also don't believe that any contract violations, MOU violations, LMC agreements, or anything else has been violated, even though it clearly has been. And so this is a problem. When you go to the negotiations table with a party who doesn't believe they should even be there, or that they've done anything to justify them as being part of the process, it makes it very difficult to work towards an agreement. Now, in this negotiations day, we went through and we created a lot of interest, things that both parties have an interest in, like equity and accountability, predictability, and safety. These are all interests we have. Then we created a list of options, like what are some options that would meet some of these interests. And Unfortunately, we didn't really get a whole lot past that. So folks have been asking me very specific questions like, what about this thing for this subgroup? And I got to tell you, we did not get down into the weeds on any of this because we couldn't get past just a general framework or a ground floor of why we're even together and what it means and what are we trying to work towards collectively. And so I just want to let you know that's where we are. We do have another date set for February the 4th. We're going to meet back with our mediator, Mr. Steve Barber, on that date. I'm always, always, always optimistic about outcomes of negotiations. Ask anybody on our bargaining team. That's always my position when I go into these events, whether it's for a single item or its entire contract or whatever it happens to be. So I continue to be optimistic that we can work collaboratively with the district in order to figure out a way to put up some rails around this. But as of the last Monday, the 24th, that session we have with the district, it's not looking really great. Now, remember, in the last Fireside chat, we talked about some of the options that were available. Those options are still available to us, even though we chose the bargaining option. We can still go back. We can file unfairs with PERB, the Public Employees Relations Board. We can file grievances. There are things we can do, but we don't want to do those things if we don't have to. We would much, much, much rather work collaboratively with our district, with our employer to come up with ways to put fences around this. So again, that there's equitability, there's accountability, there's predictability, and all these things that are going on right now. So as more information comes available, we will be updating you. Free COVID test, not free testing, but actually free COVID test in the home. Please go back to the email this video was attached to. In that section regarding the free COVID test, there's information about how you can get free COVID test, the rapid test, either sent to you or picked up by you that you can use in your home. There's a program by the federal government that allows for 4 free take-home rapid tests per residence, per residence, so not business addresses, but residential addresses. It's a super quick and easy application. It literally is only like 3 or 4 lines you have to fill out, and they will mail you 4 free COVID tests to have at home that you can use when necessary. There's also another system that the federal government has put in place where they're requiring insurance companies to provide free additional COVID tests for individuals of each household. So please go back to the email this video was attached to. Take a look at that information. Please click on the links. You'll get a lot more details about both of these programs, but there are opportunities for you to have free rapid COVID tests on hand at home and available to you when you need them. And I know that that's been a question we've been getting from members. They want to test. They want to test over the weekends or on a Sunday. They want to test instead of going and waiting in line because they don't feel comfortable doing that. Well, here's an opportunity for you to have some free at-home rapid COVID tests available to you when you need them. So please go back to the email this video was attached to and take a look at that information. It's going to be totally worth it. All right, and now we have PD4ME updates. So PD4ME is continuing to move forward. Next Tuesday, PD4ME Movie Club will be meeting. I believe they're going to see a movie that starts at 3:50. If you go back to the email this video was attached to, down at the very bottom where the PD4ME information is, you'll see exactly what the film is, the start time. All PD4ME Movie Club meetings are at the Edwards Cinema at the Town Center Mall in Santa Maria. And so if you're looking for something to do next Tuesday, PD4ME movies, by the way, Tuesdays at the movie theater are great. Oftentimes it's only our folks who are in the theater, maybe a couple of other random movie-going customers, but it's mostly just folks from the PD4ME SMEA Movie Club, which is awesome. And of course, SMEA covers the cost of your ticket. So come on down, nothing to lose. Next, the other thing is tonight, actually, so hopefully by the time you see this video, it won't have been over, but the beer club, the PD4ME Beer Club meets today at Man Rock in Grover Beach. Starts at 4 o'clock. We're usually there a couple of hours. So if you're watching this and it's not quite that time yet, come on down. We'd love to have you. Beer Club at Man Rock in Grover Beach. The next beer club is going to be in February. It's going to be at Pismo Brewing Company. That information is in the email that this video was attached to, the time, the date, and of course the location. So hopefully we'll see you there. All right, everybody. Hey, have a great weekend. This is going to be a regular 2-day weekend, so enjoy it. Get out there, have fun, relax, release, do something that brings you joy, that provides you an opportunity to reset yourself personally, and then we'll be back at it on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.